Hello and Assalamualaikum. My name is Ahmad Hakim bin Abdul Rauf. My number matrix 10 DDK19F1023 and my next partner is
Assalamualaikum, nama saya Muhammad Syamil Iman bin Zamzani. Nombor matrik saya 10 DTK 19F1016 dari kelas DTK 4A.
So hari ini kami akan tunjukkan daripada Internet Base Controller Lab 2, iaitu tajuknya Sensor Application and Actuators. So let's jump into it.
Okey, prosedur pertama, part A, digital sensor, push button and LED. Sambungkan jumper wire di antara ESP32 DEV-KIT-V1 dan push button menggunakan GPIO 4 sebagai digital input. Kemudian sambungkan lagi satu jumper wire di antara ESP32 dan LED menggunakan GPIO 16 sebagai output. Setelah circuit dah bersedia, tulis kod di bawah menggunakan Arduino IDE.
Next, upload the sketch. Before clicking the upload button, first go to Tools and Board and select the board you're using. Make sure that board was DOIT ESP32 DevKit V1 and the port was COM4 are selected. Choose that first. Press the upload button and wait for the done uploading message. And after uploading the code, test your circuit. Press the push button.
Okey, seterusnya dari part B, analog sensor potentiometer. Sambungkan jumper wire di antara ESP32 DEV-KIT V1 dan potentiometer menggunakan GPIO 34 sebagai analog input. Setelah circuit sudah siap, tuliskan kod di bawah menggunakan Arduino IDE.
Next, upload the sketch. Before clicking the upload button, first it's the same as part A. Go to Tools and then Board and select the board you're using. Make sure that your board was Do It ESP32 DevKit V1 and your port is COM4 are selected. Press the upload button and wait for the done uploading message. At this part, after uploading the button, test your circuit. But first, open the serial monitor at a baud rate of 115/200. Rotate the potentiometer to maximum, middle, and minimum position. Then, observe the values changing on your serial monitor. For discussion, for part A, we build the code for ESP32 to make the LED on pin 16 turn on when the push button on pin 4 is pressed. We use this code in the coding to read the push button state of high or low. High mean press while low mean not press. We use if statement to turn on the LED when the push button is in state of high. After that, for part B, we build the code for ESP32 to let the potentiometer control the voltage and show the value on the serial monitor. And we use this code serial.begin 115200 in the coding to set up the serial monitor so that it will show the voltage in 115200 range. We then use this code port value equal analog read port pin and this code I can read it. to read the potentiometer value and to set the voltage value on the potentiometer. Then the coding serial.println will show their current value on the serial monitor when we adjust the potentiometer knob. Afterward, for additional tasks in part B, we use port print equal mem analog read 34010230300 in our coding to set the value to the potentiometer. Then we use if statement to turn on the LEDs by reading the value controlled by the potentiometer. When the value is higher than -1, LED 1 will turn on while LED 2 and LED 3 turn off. When the value is higher than 512, LED 2 will turn on while LED 1 and LED 3 will turn off. And finally, when the value reaches higher than 1023, LED 3 will turn on while LED 1 and LED 2 will turn off. Lastly, for part C, the actuator on the relay module will change when the push button is pressed.
Okay, Leslie, in the conclusion, in this practical work 2, we learn to write code to read data from the digital sensor correctly. We use a digital read in the coding to read the component value. For example, in part A, we use this coding to read the state of the push button value. After that, we learn to read code white code to read data from analog sensor correctly. We use analog read in the coding instead of the digital read to read component value. For example, in the part B, we use this coding to read the potentiometer value. Finally, we learn to write code to read signal from sensor to perform application correctly. We measure to build the code to read from the input sensor and produce the desired output. For example, in part A, the LED turn on where the button is pressed. For part B, the value of the voltage is displayed controlled by the potentiometer. Finally, from part C, the actuator change when button is pressed.
Okay, that's it for our presentation. Thank you for watching.